Hey all, Brandon here, and it's time for more SexxPerTease. And our question is, how do you know your ex is with a rebound, and how do you handle a situation like that? Well, if you did break up and your ex has moved on, I don't really know if you should be going or if there is a way to handle the situation because they're moving on with their life, so you should do the same thing. Like, if you're bothered that your ex is with someone else, I guess it sounds like you got dumped, so it may still hurt and be insecure about it, but this person told you they don't want you in their life anymore. I mean, there are different situations and reasons why people break up, and some people do get back together, but you do have to realize and evaluate, like, why did you break up, and was it for the best? Because, I mean, I've been dumped before, and I've gotten back with guys because, like, I don't know, maybe it was just like stupid stuff, and then we just decided, you know what, I can't deal with you anymore. But then it's like a couple months later, or like not even a month, like 2 weeks later, they like hit you up again, or you hit them up again, and they don't say no, and then you get back together, even if it's just for like a booty call. But if your ex has moved on to other people, I do think the best solution is for you to move on yourself. I don't really like the term rebound because I feel like that's like, I don't know, it's like a hater term. It's just like you're upset that your ex moved on to someone else, you're just calling them a rebound and like they can't compare to you. But I mean, like, someone you go on one date with can't compare to someone that you had history and like months, maybe years with, but like they're starting something new. Like maybe the rebound is the person they're meant to be with and you weren't. So they might fall in love with this person, and it's not just because they're like a rebound because they're too upset about over you, so they're just going to go after the first thing that comes along. Like they could actually really like this person and they could be better than you. That's just like a fact that you have to face. And not to sound like hurtful or anything, it's just part of life. Like people move on. When you break up with someone else, it means you're definitely going to move on to someone new. So they're keeping their options open and living their life, and you should do the same. Like to figure out your ex with a rebound, I guess you'd figure that out if you had mutual friends or online if you didn't delete and block each other. But I mean, if they broke up with you, it's none of your business who they moved on to because you're not in their life anymore. Even though I know we all get curious and like stalker, psycho, like, oh, how can they leave me? Who is this person? What do they look like? But you can be an expert online stalker to figure that stuff out, or maybe you can ask around, but then you're just going to look pathetic and desperate. And even though you may want to know more than anything, and it may be like the question you need answered immediately, it's just like something that you have to accept that your ex moved on to other people and you need to move on too. I mean, no random hookups and one night stands aren't going to erase someone that you have history and feelings and love for, but it's a gradual process. I mean, maybe you aren't ready to go out and let other people into your life, and that's a good thing because you shouldn't say you're ready to date again when you're still not over your ex and you go out with someone else and then it's like, ooh, I really like this person, like maybe they're gonna be my one, and then it's like you are still hung up on someone else, so like you're only giving them false hope and wasting their time because you're not ready to date again. So just be clear about what you want when you do move on to other people so that you aren't hurting others like you have been hurt by your ex that dumped you and is with a rebound. Because maybe the rebound isn't a rebound, because usually rebound means they aren't worthy, they're like less than, they're just not serious, like they have no potential, they're just like holding your spot until you get back with your ex. I mean, that does happen. Some people are like that. It's like no one can compare to their ex. They always find their way back to each other. But for some reason you guys can't make it work, so you constantly break up and whatever. It happens. It's part of life. But the way to avoid it is to at least not break up because you know that your relationship's worth saving. So you do have to evaluate why you broke up. If it really is for the best deep down, it may not seem like it at first, but there's a reason you two decided that you didn't want to be together anymore, or that person cut you off and said you are too negative or not the one for me, because shit happens. So accept it. Move on with your life too. Your ex's new person is none of your business. Maybe they are still thinking about you, and maybe they will come back to you, but definitely don't constantly hit them up when you know that they've moved on to someone else, because it means if they aren't hitting you up and they have moved on to someone else, it means they aren't even thinking about you anymore, so you shouldn't be doing the same. So leave your ex alone. I hope that helped answer your question, so join me again for more SexxPerTease later.